Oh, 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 level O. Back to my original implement that got this whole thing started, the Hoopment. And really, this implement and the way that I work with it specifically, it was born out of adaptation. I'd injured my shoulder and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And I was losing mobility. It was causing more pain in other parts of my body. And I was scared because I thought that I was losing function. I was losing function. I had lost function, actually. It wasn't even about losing. I had. And what got my arm back to working and functioning was this. So here we are, week 13. Back to the thing that got it all started. And I think it's neat that it timed itself with adaptation because this was born out of adaptation. Through recognizing that this particular motion helped my arm, and not only did my shoulder get better, but the rest of my body felt better too. And so I thought about what I was doing and how I was moving and how the hoop guided me to move through space. And there we go. I had created a movement program. Well, not yet. There was no movement program yet. I had recognized that this was a wonderful tool for more than just hooping. It could guide a body to move effectively through space when approached in a particular way. And that was where the movement program came in, was when a friend said, hey, you know how to do this, but other people don't. Break it down. And I did. And initially there were 5 levels of Hoopment. But then I recognized that before we could do those 5 levels of Hoopment, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, with 2 implements, imagine 2 implements, we needed O. We needed to get to know our guide. We needed to figure out how to move, how to follow a guide. Because for me, it was natural to follow a guide. So then I added in level O. And it made sense to have an O. Because it was an O. We have our O here. And after a couple years in life and changes and more adaptations, I recognized that this tool in any implement work is advanced level work. And Elementally Intuitive Movement 101 became a thing, which is moving without any implements. Our hands are our implements. And having that as the basic foundation to start out with. So then we already have a sense of how to move our bodies through space. When you add in the implement, it just changes the game. It makes it more fun. Our time goes by more quickly because we enter that flow state. That happens when we're engaged in what we're doing. And we know that we can trust our autopilots to guide our bodies to move through space effectively because we've been practicing it without implements. Before there were any implements, which I didn't do myself, but it was the implements that taught me how to move through space effectively. I needed the implements to teach me so that I could teach you. That's adaptation in action. It's life. It's things happen and we do the best that we can with it. Sure, there was a period that I was unhappy and distressed about my shoulder, but then I saw it as an opportunity to figure out how to better help myself. And in the process of figuring out how to help myself, I did. And I figured out a way to help other people too. Cool. Yeah? Yeah. All right. So So that's level O with our Hoopment. Week 13, elemental implement manipulation. Back to the beginning with level O and our my original implement. Thank you so much for being here. Uh-oh. Week 1 coming soon. Week 1. This is what? This is week 13. Level 1. All right, yeah, there we go.